Hello everybody, and welcome back to sadly my last Chaos PvP video. The last 2 days, tomorrow and Sunday, I won't be able to record. So this will be the last attempt at the team builds. So, unfortunately, as predicted, the Giants team is becoming very impossible to actually build if we want to try and keep the last slot, like a sub-unit, which is, of course, very important, right? So I decided to try this team first. As you can see, I have not attempted the PvP today. So I want to try this unknown team to see if they work. We have a decent CC. I think we still will have problems if we're going against Scold teams. But if this doesn't work, the way to do will be pretty much to not use a subline or a backline, I guess, and grab her 1.6. Scold, I think, is 2.9. Yes, 2.9. So with these already 4.5. And we can add Red Scotty as well. So we get exactly 6k if we do it like that. But we will have no backline here, so we will definitely need to use dodge food or something. But I want to try to use a different team and see if we can build everything here. I was also trying to see if a goddess team would be usable. Based on yesterday's video, I think you can see why I would consider attempting a goddess team. However, I do not have that... Wait, do I? Is this one, right? Yeah, I do not have the Liz actually upgraded. So it will be challenging to use her. But if you can use her with Mael or Darkness Mael, add LR Ludo, you might actually have a decent team and just put him in the backline. Actually, let me open the calculator here and see if these would be enough. So here is 1.4. LR Ludo is 1.7. So let's see here, plus 1.7. Liz is 900. Shoot, I clicked by mistake here. Let me fix my account here. I added 900 by this. My account should be plus 0.9. Okay. And this would leave room not for Darkness Mael, but for Light Mael. Yeah. And if we add this plus Light Mael, we would get 5.6. So it would work. But unfortunately, I don't have the resources to upgrade her just to try it out. So we'll try this at first, see how well it works, and if it doesn't, or depending on how it works, we might revert back to the Giant theme with the new festival. Surprise, surprise, right? The new festival is the best unit for the new mode. Who would have guessed that? And whoa! He's actually with higher CC than me, and he must have a very powerful account though. Yeah, that's insane. Now there's not much I can do here. I don't even know what this Eren does. I do not own him. But the best I can do right now, I guess, is try to outfarm, because outrush, sorry. Because there's not much I can do in here. I just hope that we survive next turn. Okay, we were very lucky and we got Thor's ult early. Very lucky. Scout is already going for another counter. I'm 90% sure of it. Yes. Please activate my god. What? She killed me? She killed me! No, sorry, this gotta be a surrender. She killed Thor in one hit. If Thor survived, even with a sliver of HP there, we would have won. But dude, what was this guy's team for him to have such a strong setup? We're going to try one more time. No, this doesn't even count as an attempt. I mean, we were already set up for failure, I guess. Because dude did have a very powerful account. But still, I did not expect Skull to kill in one hit. And she barely even crit. That was insane. Oh, dude has actually a very decent demon team. From here, I think my biggest concern should be her, right? So we'll try these, and this. Hopefully our crit will be enough to activate Thunder God's Judgment. Yes! Now this is going to be an AoE over everybody. Awesome! I like when things play out the way we want. And I was actually considering trying a demon team as well, but I found that I couldn't build a concise demon team under 60k as well. Yeah, I would have to add a random backline just like he did. And hey, I like this Escanor skin. Okay, infected everybody. Expected as much. But, oh, double AoE, okay. I was about to say because yeah, he still had the taunt. And of course we're going to reapply that taunt right now. So to make sure we can get the kill, we're going to start with him. We'll do this, and then we'll try to use Thor's Thunder God Judgment to finish. Oh! Hey, I like that. Do not sleep on Beru. Beru is still very good. Okay, now this was more like it. Yes. This was actually a fight. At the very least, we had a chance to do something. Unlike that first match, right? Okay, let's keep trying. Let's see what we can get here. I think the most fun I had so far in the... Oh, so. I am forgetting to press this button every single time. Okay, much better. So, I think the most fun I had in this Chaos PvP mode so far, I think was the second day, when I was able to build the full giant team with Scotty and Matrona in the backline. We didn't get all the wins in that video, but I was actually enjoying the team. It was very entertaining. I was actually playing some friendly matches yesterday with an acquaintance of mine, and that team actually can cook even there. Who is this? Is this Liz? Don't tell me she can stun as well. Okay, so my first target will be here. We're gonna do this, and this. That Escanor will be an annoyance to deal with, but I think the Meliodas had... Oh! I actually thought this Meliodas was stronger. Please go to Liz, please go to Liz. Yeah. Now that's not what we wanted. Definitely... Oh, but Liz did die. At the very least that. But still, that Escanor by himself can... What? Just the start of turn damage was that powerful. No, we goofed. We should have attacked at least once with Beru, not twice with Thor. If we lose here, it's completely my fault. I recognize that. But if you attack and Thor survives with at least a 30% HP, I guess, I'm golden. Please activate invincibility, Thor. It didn't activate. Yeah, Thor will die. But, thankfully, what he just did gave me the win, because now we can attack twice with Beru. And Escanor is dead, so. While Beru will get some extra stats because he will technically be killing. Yes, and taunting. Still one of the best win screens in my opinion. Okay, this was a scary one. Light Escanor is, in truth, one of the best counters to Scode. Because, not sure if you are aware of this, but Scode's counters do not remove the flames. So, you can actually make use of Scode to forcibly start the flames right away. Which will, well, if you have another character taunting, of course, He'll be very good for... Oh. That's a unique setup. Is Beru's ult single target or AoE? Single target. Then I guess I'm going to try this. Please tell me that Scold will not be able to kill Beru like in that easily like they did with Thor before, right? I think Jihad does need a few turns to stack up. These blocked his stats. Ah, I see what they're doing now. But thankfully, Albedo doesn't stack as strongly. No, doesn't hit as strongly as she does here. So we'll try this. Might be a very dumb idea. We might die because of this, but hope... Oh, actually? It worked! Bye-bye, Albedo. And everybody else will get hit at the same time. We activated our Thunder God's Judgment, so unless he can kill us in... unless somehow Scold is actually able to kill Thor in one turn, we have a very good chance here. Why did you target Beru again? Okay, Thor survived. Oh, again on Beru? He didn't even have the taunt this time. Thank you. So, these will be it. Hopefully she will die in the first hit, otherwise we just killed ourselves going against her counters. Everybody's dead. Dude, this new Thor Holy Relic does make her a complete new character. And I just realized that her color scheme now matches Beru. Yeah, they were meant for one another. So, I was actually thinking to myself the other day, Thor is actually more recent than Chaos Arthur, isn't she? And she already got a Holy Relic that completely fixed the flawed part of her passive or unique. Do you catch my drift? I'm very curious to what kind of Holy Relic would Chaos Arthur need to have a comeback as impactful? I think impactful is the word. As impactful as Thor. Oh, the Goddess team that we were talking at the beginning of the video. So what do you think would be... wait a second, let me... Shoot. It's not recommended to attack twice with her right now. So I guess we'll do this. Is her ult AoE or single target? AoE, okay, so then we can actually do this. Okay, as I was saying, and do that dodge food. Okay, it makes sense. So, what I was trying to... Oh shoot, we should have attacked with Victoria then, because this didn't count towards the Thunder God's Judgment or whatever. Well, now we have 3 cards, and they don't have a taunt anymore. We're gonna target Light Mael and Sariel for sure. So, as I was saying again, sorry, I digress. Wait a second. Sorry, I'm going to go back to my train of thought in a sec. I'm being forced to do this. I mean, we definitely do not want him outing, do we? I don't exactly know what was the game plan here, but did you truly expect me to let it happen? Surely you jest. I don't know what happened, but hey, that was a fun game, I guess. Today we won 4 out of 5 and it was so fast. It feels like normally the videos are like double the length of this one. Let's see our ranking. Are we finally on the top 10? Ooh, very close, 10.7. If we keep this up for the next 2 days, we might actually be able to get top 10%. Not bad, not bad. This is great. So, let's come back here to where I was talking before. Let me pull up Thor, since we have extra time in this video, right? The problem was here. She actually in the different each applicable ally participate in battle. Where is it? Here. Divine Lightning, decreased damage. Was always very good. Here. When Divine Lightning reaches its maximum value, the effect's removed and the hero gains Thunder's God's Judgment for 3 turns. So Divine Light, damage dealt and damage taken accumulate to 300k. And then she gets the extra death damage once it's activated, right? Yeah, we all knew that. But she had to inflict 300k damage. With this, she already starts with 200k in that counter. And also increases crit chance and damage dealt by 50% when it's activated. So we can use our first skill with her, like I was doing, to pretty much activate Thunder God's Judgment. And these would grant us 30% crit chance, 50% damage dealt, and 30% attack stats, additional 50% as death damage, and 50% damage out to taunted targets. So she does extra damage to taunt, to characters taunting. She gets 50% death damage to the rest of the team. She gets 30% attack stats. You see where I'm coming? She gets all of these, and plus the 30% crit chance and 50% damage dealt. So pretty much what this did was enable her to activate her passive right away. Instead of having to wait for turns 2 and 3, now we can have all of that on turn 1. Why am I comparing her with Chaos Arthur? By the way, it's still out. Oh, actually we did get a copy of him at some point. Okay. So, I'm bringing up Chaos Arthur because first, I love this skin. One of the best skins in the game. But it's because of this. Very good for human allies, yes. Now, applies Call of Chaos on the hero if a human ally gains 1 orb in their ultimate gauge by doing whatever. So, once we get, I think it's 3 of those. Does it show? Oh, 4. Once we get 4 of those. So once we get 4 Call of Chaos, they all are removed and become Chaos Control for 2 turns. So the Call of Chaos doesn't do much. We'll at most get 40% crit defense and 20% HP. Fine, but Chaos Control, he gets a taunt, 30% max HP, removes 2 debuffs, and gets additional 25% of Arthur's HP. If he gets a Holy Relic that he already starts with, I guess, what? 2 Chaos Control, 2 Call of Chaos, and we only have to use 2 cards to activate it already, yes, he would still only be usable, let's say quote marks, usable, starting from turn 2, fair enough, but it would make him much more of a powerhouse and we wouldn't have to be moving cards around to try and get these at all costs on turn 2. And of course, the Holy Relic can give him more HP, more defense or something. I think he can be redeemed with a good Holy Relic. What do you guys think about it? Talking about the festivals, I think this is the only other one. Oh, and well, there's this festival as well that was never exactly relevant, but it's because he needs a whole lot of races to be able to be used. So he was made for a 7DS team. So this is not a matter of Holy Relics, it's a matter of team relevance. So about the festivals that were never exactly 1000% good to begin with, I think the only ones were Thor, oh, and Sabnak. Were Thor, Sabnak, and Arthur that never really had a staying force in the meta. Yeah, but I have no idea how we would be able to fix her, because to be honest, I have no idea how to use her to begin with. So that's it. We've had enough time to at least talk a little bit today, since the PvP video was relatively quick. What is your opinions here? Did you like Thor's Relic? Do you think Arthur's could have a saving grace, a second wind, with a decent enough Holy Relic? Let me know in the comments down below. And as usual, please don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.